Senju, take us through your best friend. Are you seeing my screen?
Mm, let me see. Yes, come on, saying.
Okay. Yeah, can you take down your presentation?
Yes.
Hmm? Are you seeing it now?
Am I seeing your screen? Yes.
No, I mean, are you seeing the presentation, the Egonga?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
seeing.
Yes.
Senju, take us through it now. What's the issue? What's your problem with this man?
Yeah, I
Don't
have a
have
problem
to.
with the man. Since that, okay. Now, no, everyone knows the story of the Agonga man, the Ethiopia Guinea man. Have you? Equatorial
Mm-hmm.
Guinea, right?
What is the story? You tell us now. You are the one that brought it to the world's attention.
So the story is that the guy slept with over 400 women. 400, he has 400 sex tape, I mean,
Okay.
with multiple women from the country, married women, I think single women, some single ladies too. Um, some of the presidents, some of the ministers' wives, his own wife too has her own sex tape with other men. So the thing is that now they were investigating for corruption,
Mm.
but they stumbled on those tapes.
Hmm.
They stumbled on those tapes, and I don't know how come the tape got released on the internet and stuff like that. So that's the whole story. But the whole thing I've been seeing about this stuff is that everybody is talking about this one guy,
Hmm.
but nobody's talking about the married women that are sleeping with the one guy. Multiple married women.
Yeah, what's your own point? What's your own take?
It's true now. Nobody's talking about the married women,
Okay, so
which is weird.
yeah, because I think it's strange. You're right, because it was the same thing with. Remember, we talked about Ryan Giggs, and they're like, "Oh, Ryan Giggs was sleeping with his younger brother's wife for 8 years," but it's like he wasn't raping
The
her.
younger brother's wife was sleeping my rankings with her husband's brother for 8 years.
Do you understand? So, like her husband's
Hello? Yeah.
elder brother, who is richer, more famous, etc., etc., etc. So it's the same thing now where we see, and it's definitely going to tie into the other things we're talking about, where they are looking at this man as some kind of, oh, he's a villain, he's sleeping with all these women. He's not raping any of them. The women are all participating. These are married women. People think, oh, women, they don't cheat on anybody. We all know that's a lie now. It's been a lie that I've been told for a very long time.
Yeah.
And you see these women,
Constantine.
they are looking into the camera, they are participating in the activity. You understand? The world has changed. Women are now, they are now free to do whatever they want. But it's a gonga that is being targeted. So I think it's a strange. See another one. Oh, this is okay. This is America.
Being dragged.
Hmm? It's strange because someone was saying that the guy is trying to run for president, and I think it's actually
And
the
the other thing is that
yeah.
now, why I'm breaking point?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm hearing a bitch. So I'm hearing a woman in the background.
Amir, can you hear me?
Yeah. Why am I hearing a woman though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I know, but I'm hearing a woman. Are you up? You're okay.
Hello?
Nothing.
So I got
Hello?
disconnected.
All right. So you were saying something, Sandra.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, having the
I'm
time
good.
of his life now. So the thing is that I also noticed that I saw a story of that lady that slept with 100 men in 24 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Riley something.
Yeah,
No, we're not even doing her name.
Jagram.
We're not doing her name, please. Yeah, but continue.
Jagram.
I am. I'm here. Can you guys hear me? Century, I can hear you guys.
Hey, she slept. She slept with 100 women, 100 men. But you see what? Yeah, she slept with hundred
Yeah, we
men.
can
Then
hear
now
you.
the story that's coming out is that people are now blaming that who are the 100 men that slept with one woman. Like I don't understand. Free meat say that come and have me. She's not that doesn't respect herself, and now she's not crying on the this man. I saw someone else say that they should look for the 100 men that raped her. I was like, rape where? How? I don't understand. Where is that coming from?
Yeah, I'm one of those people. This is what I said. I said,
Yeah,
okay, sorry about that.
yeah, can you?
I was receiving a call. So this is, I think, what you're talking about. This woman, as I said, I don't want to push this woman's name out there. We don't have a choice but to show her name. But then let's hear what she says, right? So that we'll know what the issue is. Because this is the story that is actually going wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you there? Is Ye there? Okay.
Let's continue.
Let's just play.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I didn't even know it was muted.
All right.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal sex at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it.
I can't really.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just
That's
weird,
what
isn't it?
your
Like,
audio is
if I
muted.
didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know. But yeah, I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah, and obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary...
Okay, so I don't know if you guys heard what she said.
I didn't hear.
What she said? Wouldn't hear.
Wait, it wasn't playing at all?
It was
It was
playing, but
playing,
no
but no
sound.
audio.
Okay, let's
I think the audio is muted.
I think sometimes like feeling so like
hear it now.
robotic, like by the I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got
It's
like
not showing here that your audio is muted.
Really?
a routine of like how. I think sometimes like
I can
feeling
hear
so
you, but
like
it's showing that your
robotic.
audio is muted.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
I can't this. Okay. Is it full screen now? Is it full screen now?
It's full.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal sex at all. In my head right now, I can think of like
So you're not seeing
5,
it
6
still?
guys.
We're seeing it, but can you hear it?
Okay, so what she said was that by the 30th guy, she didn't really feel present in the moment. It just felt like, you know, just man number 30. And then she said that out of all the people, out of the 101 people, she only remembered 8 people that she had this interaction with. Then she said that there was another set of awkward conversations that the guy, like they've done it for like 2-3 minutes, and the guy is like, wait now, you said 5 minutes on the paper that we signed. We agreed 5 minutes.
That's 5 minutes each.
Yes. we agreed that
5 minutes each.
yes, we agreed that we'll do this activity for 5 minutes, but it's 3 minutes, and you're telling me to go. And at the end, you hear the guy,
Yeah,
the guy doing the documentary. You say something. You say,
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
not yet.
It's up to you, right? Like when you
so he says something.
You say what?
Wow.
but it's up to you, right? Like when you
Okay, so he said, "Oh, but it's up to you." So he's like giving her reassurance that it is up to her to decide that instead of 5 minutes, I can make it 2 minutes, I can make it 3 minutes. Because this is what she did. She planned this thing months ago, and she said that you will fill a form, because obviously she's not going to do this for free. She's not paying them; they are paying her. So she gave out the conditions. The guys paid the money. They entered they filled out the form and everything. And the form says, I'm hearing something.
Who is playing something, please? Who that person?
Fuck. So the men, they all agreed. They filled the form and they said, and according to what she's saying now, the form says you get to, have this activity with me for 5 minutes. And then they get there and the guy is only getting 2 minutes. But the guy is reinforcing her, saying that it's up to her to decide whether it's actually 5 minutes or not. What does that tell you about consent? I don't know where you get my
consent is just come out.
Because we wrote it down. We filled a form. I paid my money. You gave me receipts, everything. I've fulfilled all the necessary things. You say I should do tests, like STI tests, all these things. I did everything. I have paid my money. I want to get my product, which is 5 minutes of this activity with this individual. And the person is saying, after 2 minutes and 3 seconds, no, time has gone. But it's just 3 minutes. So the question now is, if the guy continues in that to get his remaining 5 minutes, do you understand that if he continues in that 5 minutes, it is rape?
Yes.
So that is what all those people are talking about.
That was it.
That is the meaning. That is the absolute meaning of that point.
So now, what are you trying to do?
What do you mean?
Are you trying to get those guys on rape?
But the guy did not exceed the 5 minutes now.
Okay.
They didn't exceed the 5 minutes, but the woman said, if you pay this money, if you come to this place, if I pick you, you will be guaranteed 5 minutes with me.
5 minutes of snacks.
So that's it now, and they paid for it.
No, but the woman came out and said, like, she was talking about how some of the guys, they, like, by 3 minutes, she already told them to be going. Let me see if I can play it again.
If I didn't have the videos,
but there was I'm saying she cannot call it that because there was an agreement and they paid. They paid for a service and there was an agreement and the agreement says 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it can't be called rape now. They cannot even call it rape because there was an agreement. Agreement says 5 minutes and I paid. I did. The guys paid.
The point about consent is that it can be withdrawn at any time.
It can be withdrawn
at any time. That's the point.
I agree. But the point here I am making is they paid. It is that they did not pay. It is that it was just a casting. If it was just a free casting, that she said, okay, I'm giving you 5 minutes, and then in between she said, okay, 3 minutes, up, stop. It's a different thing. But for the fact that they paid, and there's an agreement that says your money is for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get my point?
I get you.
They paid.
I understand.
That payment already blocks everything. Like there's no court of law that will send them to prison. But it is that there was no payment that
What I'm saying,
Can you hear
sir,
me?
is that I can hear you very well. What I'm saying, sir, is that you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked when
Yeah, I know I can be shocked.
Yes, you'll be shocked when 5, 10 years from now, this girl comes out and says, wait, though, God, those guys, they raped me. Oh. Because that is exactly what is happening. Like,
She'll be playing herself because they paid for it.
it doesn't matter.
You think you
Shocking,
should
man.
do that?
All Diddy's people
That's
were
100
paid.
guys paying you for rape charge.
All those people in Diddy's case were paid.
Yes.
All of them. Everybody that went to a Diddy party and had sex was paid. Everybody. Now they roped in Jay-Z. Because, and this is what I kept saying to people. I said, look, you are saying that Jay-Z went, God forbid, and raped a 13-year-old girl in year 2000. My question was, how did she get there to get raped? Because this is what happened. They said she was driven. Are you seeing? Please, just listen. I'm hearing some noise in the background. I want us to do this thing very cleanly.
Sorry.
Yeah, can you go to somewhere private so that... Okay. Now, so Jay-Z is being accused. This is the same 13-year-old that was accusing Diddy of rape, right? And they said, the anonymous accuser said that the assault happened after she was driven to an MTV Music Awards after party. Senju, can you come in here a bit? I want to know if you are seeing what I'm saying.
I'm seeing it.
No, what I mean is, now
She was driven
They are saying
to
that
an
she
MTV
was
Music Award
driven.
after party.
That is like her action is now from the active to the passive. Because what the actual story is that she was outside in the night.
Okay.
She was outside in the night on a Saturday evening. Okay, this is what, so this is the story. Just watch this story. The lawsuit says a friend dropped her off at the VMAs at Radio Music Hall. She did not have a ticket. And she approached various limousine drivers to try to gain access to the show or an after party. This person we're talking about is 13 years old. Please, Senju, as a 13-year-old boy, what were you doing in the year 2000 and maybe one? What were you doing in 2001 as a 13-year-old boy?
2001.
During the VMAs, what were you doing as a 13-year-old boy?
I think I was in JS1 also.
Okay, you're a JS1 boy. What is a JS1 boy doing on a Saturday night in September?
Saturday night in September. I'm in my house, man. On my bed.
Very good. Yeah, what about you? In JS1, what were you doing?
By that time, I was at home in bed.
On a Saturday night.
Yeah, you have to
this girl is saying that a friend dropped her off at the event VMAs. She did not have a ticket, but she is trying to enter the show and even go to an after party. A 13-year-old girl that cannot smoke, that cannot drink, that cannot do any of these things, cannot even drive a car.
A friend or her parents.
She's black. Just from listening to this story, she's a black person. Because in America, black people don't have parents. They have accomplices. I know this girl is black just from this story. I stand to be corrected, but I know my black people. Right? So, where is the, in fact, like you correctly mentioned, where are the parents? What role is the parent playing? But does it not show that a 13-year-old, which they say is not an adult, is capable of making adult decisions? Because we're seeing here, she's approaching various limousine drivers. She's going to meet them. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay, so let's continue. So it says later, okay. So one driver says that he works for PDD and she fit what PDD was looking for. My question to you guys is this. Did she tell him, I am 13 years old?
No.
Of course not. Of course
Do you
not.
see the point? So what is actually happening here is very, very simple. In LA and all these places, you have street girls. Girls that walk the streets. The thing is that the girls who walk the streets, they are not 18. It's not like a girl will be 18 and will say, oh, it's time for me to be on the streets. No. An 18-year-old girl you see on the streets has been on the streets for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. She's already a veteran. So, as a limousine driver, where they say, go and bring girls with our limousine, right? Because it's a party now. You're throwing a party. If you have a party and your party is just filled with men, it's not a party, right?
Yes.
You're supposed to bring girls to decorate the party. Like, they are just, the women should just be there, just to be available to look at or to interact with. That is what a real party is. So a limousine driver will carry a big car, like a limousine, to go and bring girls. And they will pack 10, 15, 20 girls, depending on the ratio. And if nobody is asking those girls for identification, they're not saying, where's your voter's card? Nobody's asking for a voter's card. Abi?
Yes, definitely.
So
Nobody's asking.
even in the American election that happened this November that just passed, nobody asked. Like, there are some states that they don't even ask you for identification if you are coming to vote. Many foreigners, they posted it on Twitter. Like, there was a guy visiting from Portugal. There was a guy visiting from somewhere else. He went and he voted without showing proof that he is of age or that he's an American citizen. Many non-US citizens voted in this election. So you are living in a country where people don't show identification to vote, but they must show identification to enter aeroplane. And you're saying that you want people to be asking girls for identification when they're going for an after party. The girl wanted to go to the after party.
Yes.
Now, let's continue from the story.
I think this thing is just happening because of they've seen it as a cash out means of getting money.
Yes, a Pandora's box has been opened, right? Because it says later the driver picked her up and they arrived at a White House with a U-shaped driveway. She had to sign a document which she believed. Did she believe that it was an NDA as a 13-year-old, or does she believe it now that she has thought about what happened and said, oh, that document was probably an NDA? So you can see how law is being weaponized, right? So she's remembering, she's looking back now and adding facts to something that happened in year 2000. No 13-year-old girl knows what a non-disclosure agreement is. What happened is she's a prostitute, she's trying to get money, and they say, okay, if you're entering this house and you want to get money, you want to get paid, because let me tell you something about a non-disclosure agreement. All non-disclosure agreements come with consideration. They pay you to sign. Do you see the point? So she says she signed a non-disclosure agreement and did not receive a copy because it's for us. It is our protection. We've given you your money. And then she says the party was filled with celebrities and people doing Mary J and cocaine. She was offered a drink that made her feel woozy. You are offered a drink that made you feel woozy. She doesn't say that, oh, I drank alcohol. I don't know whether you're seeing it. That is how
Yes.
that's how they are using English. This is somebody who was looking for somebody to go to the party. Now they're saying she was driven to the party. But she wanted to go. Do you see it? So like we talked about earlier, they're taking away responsibility from people. Like with the Egonga women. They say, oh, no. It's the man that is having sex with them on camera. They are participating. Okay, so it says that she drank the drink that made her feel woozy, and then she went into a room to rest. Then P. Diddy and Jay-Z came and said, you are ready to party. So she remembered these things from 24 years ago. All right, no problem. Jay-Z removed her clothes, held her down, raped her, and then Diddy watched while it was happening. Then Diddy also did it, and then the woman was looking. And then she said she was able to resist being forced to perform this. Are you seeing it? And then she hit P. Diddy on his neck. How did you reach the neck? Anyways, so she grabbed her clothes and left. And then she called her father.
It's just a waste of time. Just a waste of everybody's time. What's this?
This story is blowing up everywhere on the Twitter. Like, you can't even breathe. Good night, sir. You can't even breathe without seeing this story. Now, look at the law. It says the lawsuit is filed under the New York Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection. Do you see that this law itself is directed only at women? That is where all these small things have been culminating to. Oh, gender-based violence, gender that thing, right? And it is all culminating into something. And this is it: the ability for a woman to just go, point at a man, and collect his money. What is gender-motivated violence? And can a man be a victim of it?
I doubt.
Do you get my point? It's a very important question. If this law is about equality, what is gender-motivated violence?
I have no idea.
Yeah. What is gender-motivated violence?
Violence against women.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, that's true. But so what then is violence against men?
I don't know, because it has never been relevant.
Okay. So that's kind of the point. Because Jay-Z did not help himself. The guy said, since this thing is a crime, why didn't you go to the police? That's essentially what he said, which is very, very stupid. I don't know who is this guy's lawyer. These people need to hire me as their lawyer, because that statement, like, I don't know if you guys saw it on Instagram. It was so stupid, and he basically confirms what happened. Basically, it's like a covert admission. But
Yeah.
there was an example. So it says, so this law here, it says that Louisiana is now the first state to allow surgical castration to be used as a punishment for sex crimes. Right? So it says the law, people found guilty of sex crimes against minors will undergo surgical castration. My question is this: there have been so many teachers, so many females teachers, raping students, whatever. There have been many. We count them. We've been counting them this year. It's up to 50. My question is, if you are going to surgically castrate a woman, how do you do it?
I did it.
Look at this woman, 14-year-old student. 14-year-old student. Look at this one, 13-year-old boy. Look at this one, 12-year-old boy. Like, the list is on and on. How do you castrate these women? Do you cut off their breasts? What is it? Breast ironing. Maybe we can do breast ironing. But that's not a castration. A breast ironing is not a castration.
Yes.
Because castration is meant specifically for men. So
it's only a punishment for men now.
Wait, look. They said removal of testicles or ovaries to stop sex hormones. Women are already destroying their ovaries with the Plan B pill. I see they even mention Nigeria. Did you get the point? So it is just completely stupid that a woman like this, nobody is talking about her own role. And that's kind of the point.
The old thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the role to play now, definitely.
Nobody is talking about her own part in it, because
Voices.
As I've always been saying, for me, for rape to happen, I have to have come to your house. I think there was one terrible story I talked about recently, where the guy beat her, raped her. I think 400 years of slavery. I was like, this is rape. This is real rape. Deserve. Okay. Are you guys seeing this story? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so man nabbed for Bronx rape, allegedly saying she deserved it for slavery, right? So I want to show you how rape really looks. This is what rape looks like. So he told somebody, he raped the woman, raped and bashed a white woman on the roof, and he called somebody and told him that she deserved it because of slavery. She was a white girl, she deserved it because us minorities have been through slavery, right? And he says, the woman was bloodied, 20-year-old woman, bloodied. This is what they used to do to us because he watched it on American film. And then he says that, okay, so he's an armed robber, standard, black. So he says he punched her repeatedly before raping her, continued kicking her and punching her in the head and body until she fell unconscious, right? And somebody saw the woman laying on the roof with blood covering her face. I don't know whether you're getting it. And the guy...
How? On the roof?
Like, they went to the rooftop. Now, you know, in New York, you can get access to the roof.
Okay.
So, this is it. The woman was treated at a hospital for several injuries, including a broken nose, broken teeth. She was vomiting blood. And then police told the Special Victims Unit that it is one of the worst things he has ever seen in his life. This is rape. But as I told you guys, they use different words. They say, oh, sexual assault. I say rape here, right? We're out of time, so we'll cover the McGregor story, maybe as a way to continue this one later. I was like, oh, rape. This is rape. Where you see someone, you beat them. This one, she went to the party and drank the alcohol. So you drank my food, you collected my money to sign the NDA, you enjoyed yourself, you left and you called your father.
Come and pick you.
To come and pick you. What about the friend that dropped you? Do you see how it works? So a woman will go and do terrible things, then she will come and call her parents, and the parents will absolve her of responsibility. Just like that harlot that slept with 100 people. Bro, she boasted that she's going to do 1,000. the woman that people are calling the victim, woman
Yeah.
wants. She said she wants to break the record, wants to sleep with 1,000 men. See, her name is now world class. This is what I searched for. They put her name there. So this is what she's known for. Doctors horrified and issue warning to OnlyFans harlot who says she wants to sleep with 1,000 men in 24 hours. So this is somebody who we saw crying. We saw her crying, oh, this, that. People are already writing articles that she's being victimized. See this person here saying that, she's a woman with tears in her eyes, she's the victim. All those men agreed to victimize, harass, and rape her after filling forms and paying a fee. Right? But then she's coming out to say that she wants to do 1,000. She wants to make history by sleeping with 1,000 men. The same person that is crying yesterday. I've always had a sexual nature. As soon as I got started on the platform, I realized how much money I can make.
There's a lot more money now, Benjamin's.
So he says
Hello?
she could compare it to running a marathon without prior preparation, overuse injuries, dehydration, sheer weariness, and are practically certain. So, what then are we doing?
She made that choice now. She should lie on it like that.
Yeah, because now even this clip that we're seeing, people are saying that she's crying because some of the men told her that she promised them 5 minutes and she could only do 3 minutes with them. So she's crying that she's unable to satisfy the men. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are we doing here? What is the issue? Like you said, I think you can take it away, Senju. You said something about women about rights. We can close on that.
Yeah. No, it's you that said it.
Yeah, were you the one who said?
Yes, I was.
Tell us your conclusion on women's rights.
And
I think we can end on it.
It's the right that made them say most of the things they say, even though we all know it doesn't make sense. A lot of what they say does not make sense. But like they're just allowed, you get like they're just allowed to say and do whatever it is they want to do, which in most cases does not make sense. So I think strong men have already made the weak men now. So that's society we are.
Sergio, what's your final word on this?
I just saying they say hard times make strong men make soft time make weak men. So it's a cycle. Before you know now, we'll have hard times and we'll need stronger men to
Right
be
now,
our
are
weekend.
we in hard times or good times or bad times or which times are we in?
I think the time is just too soft.
Are you saying that there will be a time where we'll start putting women back in cages and women will no longer have rights and things like this because the men are back?
Not really like putting women back in cages. I'm talking about the women would want real men.
I think they want real men right now.
They want real men right now, but the rights the rights is still with them. But I'm saying the time will come that they will say no, we don't want this feeding us because there's an agenda, and whatever is processed agenda is making waves.
Yeah, at the end of the day, nature will win. At the end of the day, nature is still going to win.
What does a victory for nature look like?
Reset.
You're saying that
Men
nature
playing their
will
role.
reset
Women playing their
gender
role.
dynamics?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because at times will soon come. At times will come again. That's the world is heading to at times. When war starts now, we know. You know when everything is just safe now. You can work from home. Women are getting all the jobs. Men don't have money. Women are making on average. Women are making more money than men right now. So like everything is pretty safe. No war. You can't just be in a place and bomb just the place just be blown
What would you
off,
say
or
about
they
the
can't
women
just be
in
walking.
Ukraine? What would you say about the Ukrainian women?
They are safe now.
The ones that were allowed to leave their country, they went to other countries and
Yeah,
were sleeping with people's
and
husbands.
stayed. Yeah,
So even war, women can still escape the repercussions of war.
of course.
So what are we saying?
We're saying at times we'll bring back the reset. That's what we're saying.
Okay. Me, I don't think that anything can bring women back to the way they were.
How time will do that? Don't worry.
I think that women have opened the Pandora's box, or we allowed them to open the Pandora's box. They have
I
realized
think this is not the first time this is happening. This has happened before. It's just a circle of life.
if we're not going to witness it, because times are bad now,
Yeah.
and we know what women are doing nowadays. We are seeing the kind of content women are promoting and women are doing. But I guess we'll explore it further down the road. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next one. Out. Send you.
Bye. Have a lovely night.
All right.